Welcome to RVK, where we make and play games. So as some of you may know, I recently made the switch to Unity, and ever since I made that switch to Unity, a friend of mine who uses Godot himself and goes by Nadia Codes, link in the description, has been politely encouraging me to try Godot as well.
Here's Johnny!
So since I am being forced against my will to use Godot, I decided to make this dumb little prototype. So my first impressions of Godot: downloading the engine is pretty quick and easy, and it takes no time to start and uses very little processing power. And that definitely makes it a good engine if you have a lower end PC. That being said, I don't have a lower end PC, so that's definitely not an issue for me, not to brag or anything, but it's still cool that it's so tightly compressed. And as for the UI, I do have to say it is very easy to use. Everything's together and all in one place, which does make everything feel quite convenient. So the first thing I messed with was the tile map system. Feels simple, easy to set up, and it's literally just clicking. So yeah, I kind of like it, feels pretty solid. Now of course I needed an actual player character to use for this little Godot test project, so I made some art for the player character. I present to you my masterpiece. It's beautiful. Now when I was making the movement for this prototype, I did come across one issue I had with the engine, which is its visual scripting. Now if you see my past videos, you know I'm quite a fan of visual scripting, and Godot's visual scripting isn't exactly the best, mostly due to the fact that they kind of threw it in the trash, so that is kind of a letdown. But one thing I do feel like Godot does better with is text scripting. The GD script system definitely is a highlight of this engine, and everything stays in engine so no extra software is needed. Personally, I still like C# and Unity's visual scripting more, but I do think that GD script is very well put together as far as text scripting goes. So anyways, I made this bare bones basic platformer movement using said GD script. Now another thing I wanted to test out in Godot is making a little enemy, so I whipped together this little guy, and judging by his face, he definitely has some issues. I feel like I already know what music he listens to.
The darkness of night falls around my soul, and the hunter within loses control. Gotta let it out, gotta let it out.
And now I finally present to you my masterpiece made in Godot. Yeah, I should probably just stick to Unity. So my final thoughts on Godot: I think it's a good engine, but personally just not for me. I do like how compact and neatly packaged everything is, but I'm also not a fan of how basic using Godot feels, which I could see how that could be appealing to most people, but I do personally feel a little restricted when using Godot, but that's just my own opinion. I do, however, see the appeal in the engine. It's very simple and easy to understand, which makes it good for newer game devs. Now if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, or I will in fact eat your cookies. See y'all next time.